Hello, good evening, and welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. How are you today? Sunday evening, another Sunday, another week went by. Hope you had a nice week. Just checking that everything is fine. Yes, we are. We are live. I'm on screen. And today I wanted to show you some alternative projects with the April 2023 Paper Pumpkin, all the little things. To begin with, the Paper Pumpkin came with, let me show you here, a free box organizer that you can use for organizing your ink spots that come with that. If you're a long-time subscriber of Paper Pumpkin, as you know, it's a subscription service, and you get a box on the mail every month. With your subscription, and you can prepay for your subscription, or you can just put your credit card in, and you can just get the kit as many months as you want with no obligation. You can stop whenever you want, and I think the price is now 20 doesn't say here, $24, I think. Anyway, so this is next month's Paper Pumpkin. Just giving you a little sneak peek. And it's going to be all about exploring the new ink colors, because as you know, on Tuesday we have new catalog coming, and the new ink colors will be featured, as well as the new colors with the color refresh, which means that many of the colors in the permanent collection also will be changing. But anyway, more on that on Tuesday. I'm gonna try to be live on Tuesday to have a little catalog party online with you all, but it depends on work, so I cannot always plan it as I want to. But anyway, let's get to all the little things, which is April's Paper Pumpkin. You still have time to subscribe to May's Paper Pumpkin until May 10th. Okay, so these are the projects that came in this. Let me put this away for a second. Oops. And this one has a little candle. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so these are the projects that came. Beautiful projects. They feature this cherry blossom kind of idea, and it has nice sentiments like celebrate today, enjoy the day, I'm grateful for all the little things you do. And there's also a with sympathy card. Anyway, so these are the regular designs that came in the set, and you could do 3 of each. But these pieces are so beautiful and so darling. They have this little inlay of, I don't know how to call it, like shiny little silvery paper. This one is vertical, and I stamped a little bit the inside. And this one also, and it also has the iridescent rhinestones, which are one of my favorite embellishments. They're so useful because they catch the color of whatever color you're working with, so they go with everything, literally. And then this one. When I saw this, I thought, ooh, looks like a stained window, and that's what I tried to do in my first card, my first alternative, which is this one. It would be a card like this, very similar. What I did is I used the blends. I put vellum behind it, and I'm gonna show you how. Color a little bit with balmy blue and Calypso Coral, and I didn't have the blend for Calypso Coral. I don't think there is one, so I used the blend marker, blend pen, sorry, and with a little bit of Calypso Coral ink to color those parts. I'll show you in a second. And then it's an easel card that if you put that, it will get like the little candle. Of course, it needs to be battery operated. No, don't put a flame underneath. And it will show a little bit better the colors. Now it's hard to see with my light, because I'm using the flash here to make sure that you see what I'm doing. Anyway, so that's one. And then we have this one that uses a part of the envelope as a fan fold. And then, oh, this is a blank card. It's one of the card bases that come. And then I did a quick one with another of the card bases. Just simple. And you can put here, this actually will be a very nice sympathy card. So I should have used a sympathy message here, but I have more birthdays than sympathy needs, thankfully. So I wanted to do another birthday card. All right, so let's start. Let's start with this one, which is, I'm saying the harder, it's like a little bit more elaborate. I'm gonna turn my little candle off, so the battery will last us till the end of the life. All right, let me put this away and get organized so we don't waste too much time. All right, things are gonna stay there, maybe with my space constraint, you know, it's not easy. Anyway, so let's start with this one. And for this one, I used Balmy Blue, which is one of the colors. This is one of my, let me tell you a little bit about my process when I'm coming up with alternatives. Is one of the things I do is that I looked at, and of course I cannot find it, the instructions always have the feature colors, and that's what my first go-to. I go to that, here it is, found it, okay. I go here, and it says a kit components, and then a coordinating Stampin' Up colors. So I start with that. I get some of the cardstock feature here. I actually wanted to do something with black, and I ran out of time today to come up with something, because I still have pieces left over, so maybe I'll post them. Then there's Basic Black, Balmy Blue, Calypso Coral, Granny Apple Green, Petal Pink, Poppy Parade, and Shaded Spruce. So I used, I mean, you don't need to, this one has a lot of them. So I figured, it's like, what would I like to work with? So I went for the Shaded Spruce, which is like the ink spot that comes with it. I went with the Calypso Coral because I like it, how it's featured here, and the Petal Pink. So these are my 3 colors, and the Balmy Blue as well. So 4 colors. All right. So I do that, and I gather some ink and the cardstock on the same colors, and I start seeing if the creative juices come up. So for this, I use, as I said, Balmy Blue, and we're using half a sheet of Balmy Blue, but vertical, because I wanted this to be an easel card, vertical easel card, so I could put the little candle underneath. So we're gonna, so it's 8.5, it's 4 1/4 by 11, so we're gonna score it at 5 1/2. All right, and we're not gonna put the trimmer away, but I'm gonna mark this better, because we're gonna take a window out of here so we can put vellum and have the see-through stuff. Okay, maybe I should have started with the basic, which is this part. So this is where the leaves come from. So let's start preparing this. And it has many parts. It's hard to see them all because some of them are tiny, like this. So we'll prepare that. And we'll get to the base in a little bit. I'm trying not to be too messy. All right. There we go. Almost done. Well, halfway through. Okay. Let's not be too optimistic. It's a quiet night. Nobody's around, it looks like. See, this is like one of the little pieces that you may forget to take off. All right. Now we're almost done. Another one of the little pieces. All right, so this is, or stain window, as I want to call it. This is the stain window card. And I cut a piece of vellum. This is 4 by 5 1/4. So I cut a piece of vellum that was 1/8 shorter on each, and actually I didn't cut this long, so let's do that right now. It needs to be 5 1/8, so I need to cut it a little bit, or maybe a little bit more. All right. All right. So I measure it like this, more or less, make sure that it fits. And it does, right? So I figure if I put it, and it's still like a little, I can make it work. I think I'm gonna do something different from what I did in my card, that I use liquid glue, and the liquid glue, because the vellum paper is not too porous, it's not as absorbent, it's the liquid glue tend to spill on the sides and messed up my project a little bit. But I think I'm gonna use glue dots this time. Live and learn, right? So anyway, so what I'm gonna do, actually, and I'm learning as I go here. I'm gonna mark some of the parts that I want, what I want to color them in the Calypso coral, and the rest will be in the Balmy Blue. So I'm just marking where they are. I'm marking them in the back of my paper. But I'm gonna delete I'm gonna go do this one too. All right, so all these 6 parts are gonna be my Calypso coral parts, and the rest I'm gonna do with Balmy Blue. So let's start painting, and we're gonna paint the other way, like, you know, because then I want to delete those, and I didn't do that on mine, so I'm just learning as I go, learning from experience. So learn from my mistakes. All right, so I want to be on camera, but I don't want to be too close that I mess it up. So I'm gonna use this part, and I'm just taking a little bit of the ink from here, and with a blend I'm just, and I can go outside the lines because this is not gonna be seen. This is just for me to make sure that there's enough color in the little cutout window. And you can make it darker or lighter as you see fit, or as it's your choice. Or you can use another color that is not Calypso coral. You can use like maybe the Granny Apple Green or something. I thought the Calypso coral will give a nice contrast. And the Balmy Blue is very, very light, so it's barely seen. And because it has Balmy Blue background, it works, but it's almost invisible. I could leave it totally white, you know, with no color, but I'm gonna color it a little bit. And I want to make sure that I go a little bit outside these lines, so I don't have to wiggle the vellum exactly in position, if you know what I mean. All right. So now that this is done, I'm gonna close this, turn it around, and with an eraser, I'm using a kneaded eraser, but you can use whatever eraser you have available. The kneaded eraser doesn't leave the little residue behind, so that's what I had available, and see, works very well. And now I'm going back with the Balmy Blue. See how light it is? It's very hard to see that you're actually painting. If I put a little bit of white, you'll see it. But anyway, as I said, I could have left it empty, just in the natural vellum color, but I don't want to. What a rainy day here in New York. It's been raining for 3 straight days, non-stop. Yesterday and non-stop, especially Friday, it stopped a little bit, but Saturday and today, Sunday, it's been non-stop. I don't know what the forecast is for tomorrow, but it's rainy today. But as I said, as they say, sorry, you know, April showers bring May flowers. So hopefully we'll have many flowers coming on. All right, so that's it, more or less. And I'm gonna blend my lines a little bit more here, just going the other way with my blending pen. And this is because I'm a perfectionist, kind of, but you don't need to do that. All right, let's see how it looks now when I put it. Well, I have to do it in the proper way, right? Okay. No, it doesn't match. Yeah, I think that's it. Yes, that was it. There we go. Yes. You see, you have to find the position and put it in the same position. So I'm gonna attach this with glue dots. I'm gonna put this tiny bit lower. There we go. But I make sure that all my holes are covered and I don't see like a white part here. So I'm gonna get my, you can get your, take your pick for this, or I have a piercing tool. So I'm gonna start with this and this. Again, it moved. This is a, I just want it a tiny bit lower. Tiny bit lower. So my paper doesn't come out of the, there we go. Now, perfect. All right. So I'm gonna put this one here. And now they moved on this way. What vellum has it? Maybe it's like I didn't cut it all the way. I should have cut it a little bit more, but that's okay. We're gonna live with it. It's not showing, so it's fine. Couple of glue dots in the middle, behind the leaves, of course, because we don't want them seen through the vellum. Let me take this. Hi Deborah, good evening. Thank you for joining. All right. Are you having a rainy night too, or rainy day? I'm gonna put one more. Not that it needs it, because vellum is very light. So anyway, so this is my little stained glass kind of thing. And it will go like this, but of course I want it to be see-through, so we have to cut the window, as this is what I was trying to explain before. So let's cut the window. You could use one of the stitch rectangles, the largest one. I haven't measured it, but I'm pretty sure that it would work. But for those of you who don't have that, there's still time. I think they still are available, even though they're retiring. But you can also cut the window with your trimmer. Oh, cold, yeah. It's been kind of cold. Yesterday I was really cold. Okay, so we're gonna go to a little bit more, like I would say it's like 3 is that 3/8? Yes, I think it is 3/8 of an inch. And I'm gonna do more or less, we don't have the measurement here, but 3/8 of an inch here. So I'm gonna go until 3/8 of an inch to my fold here, more or less. I cannot really see because I have the camera overhead. I'm not moving it. I'm gonna twist this around, and I'm gonna position this again in the 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna close it. Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way there, not all the way, till 3/8 of an inch on the bottom, and then I'm gonna do the same on the other two sides. 1, 2, 3. Cannot really see. I think that's it. And if you go very, very slowly, you will feel when it comes to your cut. Which I didn't because it didn't go all the way back, but it's okay. Because this is not gonna be seen. And the same with this. And now I have to position the fold where that is. So it's more or less like that. Right? 1, 2, 3. I have to take it all the way out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think. And this moved a little bit, so I'm gonna put it back in place. Doesn't have to be exact, but this has okay, like 1 point attached, but that's, oh, and let's not put this away because we're gonna fold this, because this is gonna be an easel card. We're gonna, hi Anne, how are you? We're gonna fold this to half. So it was 5 1/2, so now we're gonna fold it to 2 3/4 using our scoring tool. Score it, not fold it, score it. It will be folded in a little bit. All right. All right, so now we need to attach these. Just measuring where you're gonna put the glue, because this is gonna fall like that. Now, do it properly. So you have to put the glue only from this down. All right, let's do that. I'm gonna use liquid glue this time, which I know is very dangerous, but with the vellum. But okay, I think it was behind. Yes, I think it's like from here just around. Yeah, it's very slippery because, as I said, the vellum is less porous, so the glue slits on it. It doesn't sink on it. So we have that, or easel card. And now we're gonna decorate the front a little bit more. And usually, you know, I like to put something to write on here, but it will be seen through this window, so I don't want that to happen. So, and if this bothers you, that it has the empty thing, you can actually, I'm gonna put a little bit, like actually a glue dot in there. If this hole bothers you, you can put vellum in there, like a square of vellum. We can do it if you want, but I didn't do it in my previous card. I don't think it's necessary, but all right. that will hold it. All right, so now let's make our little label here. Oh no, another thing. I'm a little bit all over the place. Let's get our paper snips. And what I did is I cut, this is such a big piece and it's so nice that just instead of using it all for one card, I cut it strategically so you can use it for another card. So I'm going to use the top part of this one. So I'm going to cut around here and use the rest for another card. So I'm just going to go around and kind of mimic the shape, and then I'll work. So this one will be for ours, for this card, and then we'll use the other one for another card. It's nice enough, don't you think? It's such a big piece. And this will be the piece that we put behind our label there. Okay, I don't know where to put my scissors. Small spaces. I'm gonna save this for later. So now we need one of the tags that comes in the set. This one. It's a stitched card. Very cute. See, that's another thing I do. Just like I put all the pieces in a little tray, and so I know what I have and what I haven't used. And some of them are not in the set. I just cut this for the other card. But, you know, like I organize it. Now it's not so organized. It doesn't look so organized. But when I first start, I put everything apart and in piles. All right, so we need our foam mat because all the paper pumpkin sets are photopolymer. And we are going to use the Celebrate today in Calypso Coral. And that's where we're going to... Oh, but actually, let's start with the green. We're going to get the Shade Spruce. This came in the kit as the color, the ink spot. And I just did this to give it a little bit more interest. And I will put our message. Also because the label was too big for this message so small. The label was done for all the little things message, but I like Celebrate Today because there's always things to celebrate, right? Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations. All right, now with the piece I just cut, we're gonna mount it like this. So this part, which is my end, that is not so nice, I'm gonna put behind the label with a glue dot. And here behind this flower here, I'm gonna put another glue dot. And there we go. That's our little label that we can put in the front of our card. It will also cover the part where we're gonna put behind the stopper. So you don't want it to be seen through the vellum here. So by putting this big piece here, we can put our stopper whatever we want. And let me get some dimensionals. I'm gonna put 4, plenty. I'm gonna put this right about here. And then just for a little bit more interest, I'm gonna put a couple of these flowers that came, so you can put them with big dimensionals. One there, and I put the other one up here. So, of course, I need to take the backing, so otherwise it won't stick. And since we're decorating the front, might as well finish it up with a couple of the iridescent rhinestones that came in the set. That, as I told you, my favorite things. They go with every color. And then I put a smaller one on this green leaf here. Maybe farther down. Doesn't matter. Alright, so this is the front of our car. And now we're gonna put the stopper here. For the stopper, I used another of these stitch forms that labels that came in the set. This one, and it's actually crooked in my car, but I'm gonna try to put it more straight in this one. All right, and I think I'm gonna put it a little farther up because I was afraid that it would be seen, but I think I can afford to put it a little farther up. Yeah, and it still won't be seen. And that would allow a little bit more room to put the message. Because if you write the message here, it's going to be seen through the vellum. Okay? So let's actually stamp this. I just put enjoy your day, but you can put just little flowers if you want. So because you already say celebrate today. So celebrate today, enjoy your day. I mean, yeah, I guess it works. But you know, for something different, no, I'm going to do the enjoy today. I'm very indecisive today. I'm gonna do it in green, shaded spruce. And enjoy your day. That's a nice message. I like these messages that you can use for many things. Okay, let's get this out of the way. We said we were going to put it a little farther up with dimensionals. I just put 2. I think I'm gonna do like this, and I think it's straight now. All right, and with the last of the flowers, the little flowers, if I can pick it up, I'm gonna put it right here with another dimensional. Put the dimensional to the side a little bit so I can overlay it on top of my label there. All right, so this is our stop, and this is our car. And because it has the vellum, you can put the little candle in it and show it up as if it was a stained window. All right, so I hope you like this one. Let's turn this away and move things out of the way. For this one, you can use one of the envelopes that come, or you just use one of your own if you want. I think it goes well with this envelope because it has the blue, the baby blue, so it will be nice. All right, so let's go with card number 2. Oh, and I said that you could put like a little vellum here, and you can if you want to cover this part, but honestly I don't mind, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay, so card number 2 is gonna be this one, and this one uses the envelope, and actually two parts, the triangle of 2 envelopes to do this fan fold, and I'll show you how. And this is just half of a base. So let's start with that one. If I can find my parts. Okay, yes. That's where one of the card bases that comes is just a plain white. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna cut it in half. All right, the other way. Actually, not in half. Actually, I'm gonna cut it to 4 1/4. But it is in half. It is in half. It's the envelope that is not half. I'm getting confused. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I'm so happy that you like it. I didn't do a very good job at cutting the fold here, so I'm gonna try to trim it a little tiny bit. So it's gonna be a little smaller than the 4 1/4, just a smidge, because I wanna get the fold all proper. All right, so this is gonna be your base, and with the other half, since I have it here, we will prepare it. We'll cut it in half too. So 2 3/4. Now I have two parts of 2 3/4, and these are gonna be the parts that go here. Okay, so we don't need the base yet, and then we need the envelope, which I just cut the little bits on the side so I could open it like that, and I'm left with, all right, Candy, if I can find what I'm left with to show you all the pieces. There we go. You should see what you don't see, which is a good thing. So this will be the total envelope. So what I did is I cut it here and here, and then back here, and that's what it's left. All right. And what I did is I cut this on the side, so I have a piece that is 4 by 5 1/4. So let's see. And I try to cut it equally from both sides, but it doesn't really always work. So let's see if I can actually mathematically do it. Because when you cut the sides, I didn't measure exactly how much I was cutting. I just wanted to get the fold out of the way. So this is 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 5. Oh, this is make it complicated, eh? 5 and 5 is like, and I wanted to put it at 5 1/4. So I'm gonna eye it. I think after all this explanation, I'm gonna cut this piece like here. And I'm gonna do the 5 1/4 here. I have to cut less from here. Okay. Doesn't matter. But before I go on, I want this triangle to be cut at the same. So I'm gonna use it as a guide and cut these. How did I do it? Okay. There. There. So I can, maybe I start with this part. I'm gonna cut these like that. And the other side, matching my peaks here of the envelope. Maybe I'll do it like the other way. All right, I'm gonna eye it. There we go. I think this is it. Try not to move it. Because for this one, I need this other triangle part, the flap of the envelope, to line the inside of the other flap. And you can use these beautiful paper for some background thing. Looks like watercolor. All right, so now we have these, we have that, and I don't know how I cut it. I cut it the other way. Okay, I see what I did, you see? All right, I should have cut it like that because now it doesn't match. Oh well. Thankfully, I have another envelope still lying around. So I should have done it with both. No, like this. Okay, that's what I did wrong. Well, I'm glad that you're learning from my mistakes. I'm gonna make my life easier, and I'm gonna mark it with pencil. The things I need to trim, and maybe I'll just do it with my scissors, because it's not that much. I should have started with that. That's how I did the other one. I don't know, I thought it would be easier, but it wasn't. So I'm cutting my lines here. And then these I'm gonna cut, the fold I'm gonna cut with the trimmer. All right. Now I have extra paper to work with. All right. Now, yes. Now we can actually attach this here. Be an easy thing to do. Take a little bit of liquid glue. Make it match. And that's it. And because it's not perfect, I'm gonna just snip this away. There we go. And here too. Now here, there's not even the knit. So little. Just a hair. All right. Moving on. So now we have... Did I do it the other way? Yes. It's supposed to be like that. All right. So let's fold it properly. So it's not that you're lining the inside, you're lining the outside, because the inside will go like this, because you want this beautiful part to be seen. So then we have these two parts that we cut from the envelope there. I'm just gonna flatten the sides so they don't stick out from cutting it in the trimmer. And I decorated very lightly the inside, so I'm just gonna put 3 little flowers, and this is one of the stamps that come in the set. Oh, hi Kate, how are you? Thank you, I'm glad you like it. You may have missed the little candle one. I'm gonna just stamp off with this one, and I should be using my photopolymer matte, because that happens. See, I called it, but now I don't know where I put my matte. Oh, here it is. Let's see if I can fix this. If not, I can turn it around. Oh, it looks fine to me. All right, so this is done. And for the other one, this will be the inside, and since we're stamping, let's stamp this one too. And for this one, I use this branchy thingy that you can, you know, it can be like berries or like blossoms, but I'm gonna use it as if it was branches. And I'm gonna do one on each side, each one of the corners. There's something tacky on my hand and I don't want it on my card. I don't know where it came from. Okay, that didn't look very good. But I can use that for my bottom thing and I won't be seen because I can put the flower on top of it. And 4. I'm gonna put it this way because then I'll put the flower on top of it and you won't see this little mistake here. Oh, and one more thing that we need to stamp is a little tag with a message label, the round one. I love it that they all came stitched. I cannot pick it up. What's going on? All right. I love that they all came stitched, all the little tags this time. And I'm gonna use another one, again, Celebrate Today. Or maybe I'll just enjoy your day, just for variety's sake. Okay. So let me clean it. I got another chamois to clean, but I haven't opened it up yet. But I should, because this one is fast fading. Celebrate Today. Oh, enjoy your day, sorry. Enjoy your day. Okay, now we have all the pieces except the flower. And the flower is one of the ones that come cut. The die cuts that come already pre-cut for you. And we're gonna put it like so. So you have to put dimensionals, but making sure that they don't show on the other side. So let's do that. And where did I leave my dimensionals? Okay, here. I want it a little farther down to cover my boo-boo there. So this side, and on this side, and I'm putting another one there. And this side is the one that comes out of the card there, or my card thing. Okay, let's take this because it also need to work on a new wrapping of that. All right, and then we are gonna put or enjoy your day this time on this side again. I'm gonna put the dimensionals, making sure that they're not seen. 1 and 2 is enough. I'm gonna put like this, but making sure I'm gonna put it a little farther down than I had in my other one because there's less room in the top. But perfect for my little bow here because I almost ran out of room for the bow. And I'm gonna make a little bow with the Calypso coral thread that came with the set. Whoopsie. Yeah. I'm gonna make it smaller because it's a small bow. Like so. Maybe too small. Play with it. Get it to the size that you want. Size that you want. Okay, these are not my ribbon scissors. You can tell because they couldn't cut so well. Alright. Okay, worked well, fine. Alright, this out of the way. And another glue dot that this time I'm gonna see they have some adhesive, these scissors, that's why all these things get attached. Anyway, I'm gonna get a glue dot And I'm gonna actually fold it because I want it smaller than what it is, because this is not such a big. And then I just press down and try not to show the adhesive of the glue dot, something like that. Okay, so now we have all the pieces. All we need to do is mount them. So let's start with these on our car base. Oh, okay, I should have cut this to size, which I did not. I cut it to size here, but I didn't cut this part. Okay, let me see if I can do it by hand, because I don't want to put this in my trimmer. I don't know what's with me today. I'm sorry. Well, it's still not small enough. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and cut this, glue and all, and re-glue that part and clean my scissors right after I'm done with this live. All right, now, yes, it's narrow, but I made it work. I'll cut this a little bit more. Let me see if I can still do it. Oh, I apologize. I just don't like to put it in the trimmer. It would have been the best way, but I thought this was already cut, that I had already. Now it's attached. It's hard to cut it, but anyway. And this looks not that well, but anyway. Nobody's gonna notice once you put all the beautiful things on top of it. I'm hoping. And now I put the glue on here. Really, not my day today, people. I'm so sorry. Let me cut another one, because this is full of glue now. Let me try the glue eraser, and if this doesn't work, then I'll cut another one. I think the glue eraser is a miracle worker. Look at that. It just went away. Yay, I don't have to cut another one. All right. If you don't have one, you have to get one. Glue erasers. I didn't even know such a thing existed. But they're a lifesaver for days like today. All right, so we're gonna center these. Glue it. I'm not even on camera gluing, but I guess I don't need to show you how I glue things. And now we're gonna put this right on top of the other one. So you have to make sure that we don't put glue in other places. So what I'm gonna do is glue the tip of the envelope beneath this. So I have to start like around here. Today being the day that it is, probably I'm gonna miss it, but anyway, I think I'm gonna do something like this. May work. All right. There we go. And then some embellishments. Another one there, and a little one there. And that's our card. What do you think? Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trim this so it looks like actually it's more even. There's always solutions to all the mistakes you make. Or as Linda says, reasons for embellishments, right? Well, no embellishment on this part, but if we cut this a little bit like that, or maybe even a little bit more, it will look like I did 1/8 of an inch instead of 1/4 of an inch around. And that's it. Much better, don't you think? Alright, so this is my second card, and let's go to the third card that is very, very quick because it's already almost, I'm already almost at the hour. And oh, and this is how it opens. Right, another one that you have envelopes left over, which I don't right now because I've used them all for these. You can use them, or you can decorate one of white envelope will work nice with these too. All right, and the last card is very, very simple. Is using the other part that we cut from that big flower branch, and it uses also the other side of the other kind of base that came in the set. So let's do this very quickly. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I'm glad you like it when you don't mess it up like I did. But anyway, the good thing is to get the ideas, and you can do better than I did. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this at 4 by 5 1/4. I'm gonna save this because I'm gonna show you what to do with it. I'm gonna cut it from the white part because I want the color. And this is petal pink, so I'm using a petal pink card base. That I have already pre-cut. And this will go like that. It's a very simple card, and I think this time I'm gonna make it into the sympathy card, which I didn't think of doing it, but I think I will today. And I'm gonna adjust this card base because it's not to my liking. I want them when they match. There we go. The corners match, you don't see. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm using for these the both threads that came together, Calypso Coral and Black. So I'm getting a good amount of them because I'm gonna put them around and tie a bow. I'm thinking something like that would be enough. I'm tying a bow. I like to put a glue dot underneath when I'm tying a bow, but this time I'm not, because I'm not gonna attach it to the card base but to the flowers. So this is gonna be me trying to hold it without the glue dot. Yeah, like so. I'm gonna make it a little smaller, but we'll adjust it later. And now we use, as I said, the other part of the branch that I cut. Remember, this is what we use for the other card, but we're gonna put it right here with dimensionals, and nobody would be the wiser that this is just half of the branch, but the branches were so big. So I'm gonna put dimensionals here and here, another one here, and one more in the middle. And then I want a mini dimensional on this branch here. The mini dimensionals didn't come with a set, but you probably have some at home, and if you don't, you should, because they're very useful. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you for your support. There we go. Something like that, right? Then I'll adjust the tails later on. I'm gonna put the on this. I'm gonna make it straight, which I think it is now. And now I'm gonna put the glue dot so it doesn't move now that I have it where I want it. And what did I do with my glue dots here? Okay, I guess I put half a glue dot. The other half got stuck in my piercing tool. But half a glue dot is good enough. So I just want it to stay in place. So I'm gonna grab my ribbon scissors to cut the tails. So much better. That's why you should always have ribbon scissors, or for fabric, you know, something that it hasn't touched paper or glue at all. All right, and then I used this story label punch to punch out a label, but you can use one of the labels that come in the set. I have this one, which would be nice too if I put this in black, but I don't know, maybe it's too much color. Well, I don't know, I'm gonna try it. I'm improvising as I go, you know, just for a variety. I'm gonna stamp it in Memento black, Tuxedo black, Memento ink I meant. And I'm gonna grab the With Deepest Sympathy Sentiment. My mat. Next week I promise I will wrap this mat in new paper so it's not so messy. With Deeper Sympathy. It's a very nice hand script, don't you think? I like the fonts. And then we're gonna put this here, and for this I used a little bit of the, actually I'll show you what I used in this part. Maybe I threw it away already. Well, where this part, where these pieces came from, these pieces, they were like the leftover strips. That's what I used for that. But for this one, since I did it in Calypso Coral, I'm gonna do the underneath with just petal pink, a strip of petal pink that I had lying around. Just a little bit of glue here, just very little. Put it in the center, press a little bit, that's it. Oh, I didn't do the arrow thingies. Yeah. And the same on the other side. Cut in the middle, from the middle to the corner, from the corner to the middle, from the corner to the middle, and we have a flag tip there. All right. And now this is barely gonna be seen anyway, because we're gonna put this here with dimensionals as well. And like so, and then we attach it to our card base that we had ready. Put a little bit of glue on your thread there so it gets attached. And that's it. And some more dimensionals, embellishments, and that's it. And I'm running out of the big embellishments because I made so many cards, but I have more of these because these, as I said, they're the iridescent rhinestones, and we sell them still, I think. I love them. I'll put one here and one here. Oh, and the inside of this card, of course. Remember I told you not to throw this away, the other side? So we're gonna cut it and use it for inside. I mean, the color is, Petal Pink is light enough that you can write on it, but I think it looks, I think it looks more finished if you just put a white piece of cardstock. And we're gonna cut it at 4 by 5 1/4. And for this one, I'm gonna decorate it in a different way than the other ones. For this one, I had used just the flowers. For this one, sorry. And for this one, I'm gonna use the branch, but I'm gonna use it in Memento Black. And then I'm gonna put some flowers on top of it. Let's see how it looks. And if we don't like it, we'll turn it around and use the other side. Like that. Because this has like the branches in black, I think it will go nicely. And then our flower in Calypso Coral. Maybe stamped off. Or one of each. And then I'll do one stamped off. And one strong here. And one, oh, I should have stamped off. There, stamped off. All right. So this will be the inside of our card. I think it looks very nice, the inside, don't you think? A nice, simple card. Okay, so this is it, folks. We have these, and then we have our little candle holder one. There we go. Oh, thank you, Deborah, and thank you, Kate, and thank you, Anne, and everybody who joined, and thank you for watching. If you're watching in the replay, have a lovely, lovely week. I hope you enjoy these alternatives. Next month, as I said, is the Explore the Color, or Explore Color, what was it called? Let's put it out. Exploring in Color, and it will feature the new ink colors. I wonder if they come with all of them or just some of them, so we'll see. All right, have a wonderful night, and I'll see you all next week. Thank you. Bye.